Y'all know the vibes. Let me just getting it together. Give me 1 second. Ah. Morning cup of dough. What up, dough? Let me pick it out. See, look. I'm figuring it out. His hair gonna go back one way or another. Ooh, yeah, it's soft too. What it do? We waking up. We getting it together on this Monday morning. Got to make sure your hair is moisturized. Yeah, told y'all. I don't even know what this is. Completely wild growth. Wild growth. You heard? We'll put one more gallop in there. Ooh. Yeah. Red Arrow said he just moisturized his hair too. You know the vibes. I guess I'm in this beard too. Oh, let me hold on. Let me plug the mic in, y'all. 1 second. All right. Check, check, check. Yes, a little bit better. Check, check. Okay. All right. What up? Morning cup of dough. We got a few things to talk about. Yeah. Y'all hop up in here. It's Morning Cup of Dough Morning Show, episode 12, 6 to 8, West Coast. Catch me on the YouTube. We also here on Instagram. I'm just letting everybody vibe, join in while I comb this hair out. And you see I'm putting this wild growth in here because I want my hair to have a wild growth spurt. You understand? This stuff makes your hair a little soft too. We got some things to talk about today. Leonardo DiCaprio, you know what it is. You know the vibes. I'm just letting everybody get up in here. We got about 21 people on YouTube, about 20 people on Instagram. So we got about 40 people rocking with us. How was everybody's weekend? Ugh. Joe Biden, because I don't be doing shit. Ooh, this hair is growing. Y'all want to see y'all want to see the baby bald spot? See if we're growing? Before everybody get in here, y'all want to see the reason why I'm putting wild growth in my hair? Okay, this is where I'll be being vulnerable. All right, y'all ready? I'm going to show y'all for 1 second. You ready? All right, ready? Let me, like this, y'all a little bit close to me. Hold on a second. Are y'all ready? Here we go. 1, 2, 3. That's all you get. No screenshots. No screenshots. You see it's coming. It's getting better though. No. Did y'all see it? Breakfast ain't for a couple hours, but it's gonna be a meal replacement shake. Did y'all see it? Smash that like button. It was out of frame. Was it out of frame? Still out of frame. I'm trying to show y'all. It's not that bad. You're right. It's getting there. My head dipped too low. Okay, well just know it's getting better. You see it. You see it the first time I showed y'all. All right. Let everybody get up in here. About 5 more minutes. We got a pretty full docket. All right. Okay, we feeling good. Feeling all right. Some of this water. Okay. My weekend was pretty cool. I felt like I had got a cold, like around Friday. Kiara had a cold last week. See, I can still hear it, me sniffling a little bit. So Kiara had a cold a little bit, and then I ended up catching it. You ever have your kid be sick and you don't get it the whole time, and then as soon as they start getting better, you get it, and you sit there looking stupid like, man. So I had a cold. No, it's not the Coco 19, like CT was saying. I think now we're in a phase where if you cough or sneeze, everybody gonna be like, well, no, it's just a regular cold. I do think those still exist. I feel like common colds feel like they're getting phased out of the game. So they're like, nigga, we done been here since the play. We come around at least, because niggas at least get 1 to 2 colds a year. No matter how strong your immune system is, no matter what, you still gonna get a common cold. Niggas don't really be catching the common cold no more. But that's what I believe I have. So I got a little, if I sound a little congested, you know that I just found out you're not supposed to eat cheese when you got a cold. It makes you more congested. Didn't know that. So yeah, I was still eating cheese. I made spaghetti this weekend. Had all type of cheese on it. So yeah, I think that's another reason why I didn't get better. What up, Tia Williams? My head dipped too low. Some people saw it. I'm just a little nasally. A little nasally. I still got up for y'all. Still came up and did it at 6 o'clock in the morning. Press ups, clear your nose up in seconds. I need that. King David's in the house. Everybody's in here, man. Yeah, I do need to feel better soon, but until then. Not supposed to have 7-9 beats. What up? Say you're not supposed to have any dairy products when you're sick. Yeah, I shouldn't be just learning that at my old age. But I was eating these like it was still cool. Like what? Yes, the consistency is here. Today is episode 12. We are moving in the right direction. You understand me? And we got a cool docket today. But before we get into the docket, let me tell you about my weekend. So yeah, I got a little bit sick. Then Kiara, my daughter, shout out to Kiara, had to get all 4 of her wisdom teeth pulled at once. This is the thing. Kiara's about to be 17 years old, right? And it's crazy because anybody who got kids in here, let me know if you relate to this. No matter how old your kids get, they'll still be your baby. But they get older, and so you stop. You start to feel like they don't view themselves as my baby anymore. You know what I'm saying? Because they get older. You know what I'm saying? My daughter is about to start driving. She went to a senior ball recently, whatever. But she had to get her teeth pulled, right? And so I sent her back there, you know what I'm saying? I was like, do you want me to, you know what I'm saying, be here, you know what I'm saying, while you're going to pull? Like, she's trying to be all tough. Like, I got it, Dad. So I'm like, all right, cool. So she goes back there to get them pulled. Dentist comes out to me maybe 5 minutes later, like, Mr. Belcher, she's asking for you. I get back in there. This little girl is crying. She started crying because she seen the needle. They didn't even give her the gas. They gave her the needle. She was crying. And so it took me back to like, I was like, Kiara, are you okay? She was like, I seen the needle. It looks scary. So like I had to walk her through. I'm like, Kiara, this is going to be easy. Just close your eyes. Don't look at the needle. Breathe through your nose, through your mouth. Come on, we got this. She was like, will you hold my hand? Of course. So I held her hand. And so we got through it. But it was like a touching moment for me because I was like, the kid still needs me. But it was just like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how old your kids get, like, they're still babies. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they still have those moments. So it was cool for me. So shout out my kiddo. You know what I'm saying? So she got all of them pulled out. No issues. 4 of them. Took it like a champ. So yeah. And then need to be like, I really be having to get my parent skills up because sometimes I just say some stupid shit because, she asked me, she was like, cause she had the gauze in her mouth, and she was like, "Can I sleep with this in my mouth?" And at first, I'm like, "Yeah, go ahead, you'll be fine." Then I was like, "Google that, nigga." So I googled it. They were like, "Nigga, no, absolutely a choke hazard." I was like, "Hey, don't have them in your mouth. You can't have the gauze in your mouth." So I'm glad I'm double checking. But yeah, she got her wisdom teeth out, pulled out. Everything went well, so everything went good with that. And then I had a show yesterday. Shout out to the homie Sataris. I did the pop up show. She has a pop up show to where basically she has a van and she like gutted out like a sprinter and turned it into a little comedy club. So I performed twice and they had great sets. I always go back and forth about I have a love-hate relationship with comedy because a lot of times I'll just be like, well, maybe I should be a writer, maybe I shouldn't, da 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 da. But then matter of fact, shout out to London Brown, he was at the show too. I always have those moments where I'm just like, no, like this is what you got to do. And so a lot of times I'll try to like talk myself out of stand-up, but I just feel like God, the universe, my meaning it kind of pulled me there. And somebody told me something a long time ago. God will put your biggest blessings at the place you're most afraid to go to. I'd be so definitely afraid of stand-up sometimes, but I'd be like, no, that's your biggest blessing. Your story has got to be told. It will transcend what happens on that stage because you're not just a funny person. You have a purpose and you've been through some things. So I think that story that I've been through in these 13 years, in LA and all the other crazy stuff I've lived on in my life will be great. So I got inspired more to do some funny. And before we start the docket stuff, we started the Doughboy Discord. So if you would like to join that, hit my YouTube page, go to the community. There's the link in there. Please join the Discord. I'll be checking it, interacting with you guys daily. If you guys want to give comments on the show, if you guys want to give topics you want to talk about, we can do that this week. I will have the capability. We're going to have a switch up probably tomorrow where we're going to be running this through StreamYard. Some little different things I'm doing to make the show better. So, yes. All right. Okay. Okay, then. Let's get to it. All right. So, let's talk about this. Dave Chappelle's attacker, the individual that attacked Dave Chappelle, is now speaking out. Last time I heard from this gentleman, they were saying that he was trying to sue everybody. So first of all, I was just like, how do you attack on stage one of the greatest comedians on stage in a big thing? You got a knife with you. You could have seriously hurt him. You had to end up getting your ass whooped. So how are you trying to sue people? That's the crazy thing about America. You can do some crazy nut shit and then, you know what I'm saying? So and then you can sue them? Like, remember, when you hear those stories about people breaking in somebody's house and then they slip or something and they sue the homeowner? Crazy stuff, right? Ice water in the morning is good. That was one thing, right? So then now, then the last thing we were hearing was that he wasn't going to get felony charges, and a lot of people were upset about that. But he's speaking out. He's saying, okay, the man accused of tackling Dave Chappelle and who seemed to be copping to it says he did it. He did what he did because he was triggered by DC's LGBT jokes, among other things. 23-year-old Isaiah Lee did an interview. First of all, how does he get an interview? With the New York Post and explained his reasoning for hopping up on the stage and attacking the comedian. And when you know it, he says he was, in fact, offended by Dave's material and wanted him to know about it. Lee is quoted as saying, "I identify as bisexual, and I wanted him to know what he said was triggering." He adds, "I wanted him to know that next time he should consider first running his material by people it could affect." Dave is reported to have addressed his transgender controversy that night before Lee allegedly rushed the stage, talking about how he didn't have a problem with trans people until now. when he says they took his closer content out of context and warped it. Here's another element that apparently sent Lee over the edge. Jokes that Dave apparently made about homelessness, which Lee said personally hurt him, as he himself had experienced it at a young age. Lee says, "I'm also a single dad, and my son is 5. It's a struggle, and I wanted Dave Chappelle to know it's not a joke." Plus, jokes earlier in the night. Okay, he says. Okay, I'm gonna get into all that. Okay. Okay. All right. So basically, he was saying that I didn't like your material. Your material made me feel away. I wanted you to understand. And to that, I say this. First of all, do you have a right to be triggered? Yes. Do you have a right to have certain jokes hit you a certain way that they might not hit another person? Yes. Is there, however, a solution to all of this? Yeah. And I think this individual may not know this. This may come as a huge surprise. So I want to tread lightly when I say this. But if you don't like what somebody is saying, you can turn that shit off. If you don't want to hear, hold on, I gotta get some tissue because my nose is running. Give me one second. I am nasally as hell, yo. Sorry. Hold on. Okay. Okay. You don't have to listen to somebody that you don't like. Like, at the end of the day, that's why it's called freedom of speech. That's why, you know what I mean? You can say whatever you want. Now, if he comes into your house, kicks down the door, waving the 4-4, and makes you forcibly ties you to a chair and makes you, listen to it, okay. But it is just his opinion. And you don't get to run on stage and try to hurt somebody because you don't agree with what they're saying. And this is the terrible part about the whole trans conversation. Everybody's talking about that joke that he made, you know what I'm saying, about trans people on his special. If you actually watch the special and you hear the joke that he's talking about, it's actually a tribute to a friend of his that was a trans individual that had committed suicide. And it was actually a great, he wasn't talking down upon it. Like, he was actually, it was a great bit. So and it wasn't disrespectful. So do you get to be offended? Of course. But you don't got to watch that shit. It's a freedom of what you listen to. So, you know what I'm saying? To me, that's crazy. And I think that people need to stop feeling like this world is catered to them. This world is not catered to you. People say offensive things all the time. You're an adult. Like, my God, like, you don't get, and this individual, this Isaiah Lee individual, when you go back, because like people were like digging into his background, he had actually tweeted when Chris Rock got slapped by Will Smith. This individual tweeted Dave Chappelle, you're next. You know what I'm saying? Any more jokes about the LGBT community? So he was already like angry about it. But no, and you don't get to do that. Like, especially with comedy, all it is our opinion. All it is our vantage point of life. So to that I say no. And it's coming out with this individual. Do y'all know? So see, when the DA failed to press felony charges, I was a little pissed, but I was like, they probably got him on something else, because usually they do that. It comes out the same dude is in jail still. He's getting charged with attempted murder for something that happened back in December. Apparently, he tried to kill his roommate at the time. So I'm like, bro, you got bigger fish to fry. You see what I'm saying? Then to be worried about jokes of a comedian. They gonna try to hit you with the hammer. All right, what is everybody else saying? Hold on one second. The chat is blowing up. Okay. In YouTube. Let's see. Somebody Tia said, how many people fit in the van? I have a homie who was cutting hair out of his sprinter, looking for other uses. Tia, she's asked about the show. It fit about 10 people in there. And it was called Comedy Pop-Up Show. Yeah. Sataris, she's on Instagram. I don't know all of the info like that, but she fit about 10 people in there. All right, let's see. Red Arrow said, just because it's not funny to you doesn't mean it's not a joke. Nobody's trying to hurt your feelings. Thank you. Loyalty is over. Said, if you're a sensitive woman, don't go to a Corey Holcomb show. Please don't. I've seen motherfuckers get up and walk out. General Souls, what up? Says, I just want to know, since when does other people's opinion matter? Of course. Okay. All right. Avid B said, but he knew what Dave's content was likely to be about, so why go to the show? Exactly. General Souls said, there's no such thing as free speech. The American freedom is a lie. It's getting closer and closer to not being able to say that. The only freedom that you have in America is you can have a job or not have a job, be homeless or not be homeless. That's it. Everything else is a lie. Damn. Okay. Rough Dog 21 says, it's kind of like going to SeaWorld and sitting in the splash zone, then getting upset for getting wet. Great take. I like that. Red Arrow once again says, people act like comedians know about their personal struggles and are personally attacking them from the stage. Right. Tia says, not only listened to, but showed up in person to hear. Chris Roller said, no, you do not have the right to be triggered. It's not like you didn't know how his comedy style was. Yeah. You know, and you went looking for a problem. Exactly. If you go looking for a problem, a lot of time you're going to find it. But, you know. Water be so good in the morning, I'll be feeling like, was I dehydrated in my sleep? Because that water. Ooh, that water good. So yeah, so that's what's happening with that situation. Hold on one second. Let me ask you guys this though. What topics do you believe are off limits for comics? Do you feel like there are certain things that comics shouldn't talk about? Is there anything that you feel like, okay, don't talk about that? I could have called in sick, but no. What should comedians not be able to talk about? I don't feel like there's nothing that they should be able to talk about, especially if you do it in a clever way. I don't think anybody is just walking on stage and just saying something truly offensive and just being like, yeah, now that's funny. Side note, YouTube, smash that like button. We got 53 folks up in here. Come on. We got 17 likes. I need that. Red Arrow said open cases. I get that. When we talk about open case, look around it. The shit can be held against you. It's all free game. And that's what I think makes comedy fun. It's the one form of entertainment that, you know what I mean? I feel personally like, you know, it's just, you're taking the gift of a comedian is to be able to take dark situations, look at them, somehow illuminate light to it and make it funny. Chase Dub is up in here, anything if it's funny. Exactly. And Dave Chappelle is one of the go to making anything funny. So I think people got to understand, you're going to kill stand-up comedy if it becomes a thing to where we got to think so much. Like, it's hard enough just to be a comedian, just to get on a stage in front of air. People don't understand, like, being a comedian is one of the most difficult things to do. Because it's just, like, I did a show yesterday. Mind you, I was in a van. So the first show, it was only 10 people in there, very close quarters. The first show was 10 people, and they were all elderly, like, not elderly, but just older white folks. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most of them, like, you know, probably out of the 10, 7 of them were, like, people maybe over 45. You know, you see the world the way that I see it. You know what I'm saying? And they might not get all the references I'm talking about. They understand it, relate to. So when you're doing comedy, it's just like, that's hard enough. Making material, designing material good enough to be universally accepted enough by people. getting up there to say it. There's nothing but you and your voice. That's it. You don't get no. I mean, well, some comedians have music, but you don't get a band behind you. You don't get bells and whistles. You just get you, and everything goes quiet, and then the lights are on you, and it's dark everywhere else. And now you got to talk, and your thoughts are what's. That's hard enough to be good enough to understand that you don't. It takes years to get good. Niggas get booed off. Say whatever. What other profession do they think if you're not doing a good job? They say boo to you. You know why they say boo? Because boo is supposed to scare you. So you're dealing with all these different things. You got to be funny. You got to have engaging material. You got to be able to stand up there and deal with it. All of those things. Now you got to worry about if if are the things I'm saying going to offend certain people. They're gonna make this impossible. They're gonna make it impossible. Chris Rowland says a sense of humor is not one size fits all. So unfortunately, everyone's going to be offended at something at some point. Just do your set without apology. If you get offended, then take that up with you. Facts. Just humbling said, "Is Dave really funny anymore? I feel like he gives TED Talks at this point." You know, I've never been the biggest Dave Chappelle fan. Not hating, but he ain't in my top five. But I understand his GOAT status and what he means to the game and what he means to so many comedians and to the world. So I don't ever really vocalize that, like, because it ain't no need to, like, you know what I'm saying. And plus, the nigga is wildly successful, so sometimes I be like, well, what am I gonna tell Dave about anything? But is he funny or not? I don't know. That would be for the people to say. Um, who's my top five? Okay, let's do Mount Rushmore comedians. And then we'll move on to the next topic, all right? This is a fun episode. I like this so far. Smash that like button, YouTube. And Instagram's a little light today, but it's cool. We got the Humble 10 over there. So we're going to rock with every one of y'all. Side note, I'm going to start doing this exclusively on the YouTube because once I set up the new stuff, I'll be able to share my screen and get guests and all the other stuff. So just understand, moving forward, like probably later this week, guys, we're going to be over at I Am Doughboy TV, so you guys can watch it. So, Mount Rushmore comedians. Okay. All right, here we go. Y'all get it together. Just humbling. So, wait, Chase Dub said that's a hot take. Just humbling. His specials ain't hit for real in years. I'm telling you. Telling you. Tia Williams says, I've heard funny R word jokes. Wow. Said, I've never had that R word happen to me and to my knowledge. And I don't know anyone who has been affected personally. I'm sure that shapes my experience, but funny is funny. Yeah, people do have funny R word jokes. They do. And I'm pretty sure y'all know what the R word means. I remember some guy, there was a comedian in Sacramento. He used to have a joke about R words. The R word and clowns. It was hilarious. But, jokes are just jokes. Okay, here we go. All right. Mount Rushmore comedians for me. Number one, I'm going with my biggest inspiration, comedically, just entertainment-wise, made me want to do comedy when I seen him. To this day, is my favorite comedian, favorite actor, just favorite entertainer, Jamie Foxx. So Jamie Foxx is number one on there. Jamie Foxx, straight out the foxhole, is classic. It's slept on. Mighty Security, man. Jamie is man. Jamie Foxx number one. That's just for his personal impact on me. So I'll go Jamie number one. Eddie Murphy number two. Eddie Murphy, I'll never forget. My grandma had gave me a boombox player. R.I.P. to my grandma, and she had left the Delirious tape in there. That shows you how old I am. She gave me a boombox, left the Delirious tape in there. I remember listening to Delirious and just being able to close my eyes and listen and like paint the pictures in my mind of what he was talking about. It was just so yeah, Eddie Murphy number two. All right, so now I got two more. Ooh, two more. Okay. So I got Jamie. I got Eddie. Number three, I think I'm going with this is tough. I don't want to. I think I'm going with Chris Rock. So Chris Rock number 3. Chris Rock number 3, when he's in that bag. Now Chris Rock, his last couple specials wasn't the greatest, but he did Bigger and Blacker. Like Chris Rock is, I gotta put Chris there. So all right, so we got Jamie, we got Eddie, we got Chris Rock, and then my last one that I would have to put up there in my Mount Rushmore. This one's tough. Who's rounding out my last one? Let me go with a curveball. Let me go with somebody that I think like that. Okay, I'm gonna go JB Smooth, number 4. A lot of people don't listen to JB Smooth. JB Smooth, if you've ever seen him live, oh my God, JB Smooth. So yeah, I'll go JB Fox, Eddie Murphy, Chris Rock, JB Smooth. That's mine. What's yours? What's your guys's? Chase Dub says Tony Roberts. I almost had Tony Roberts in mind. He gets an honorable mention. Seth the Entertainer, Cat Williams, Lavelle Crawford. Okay. A's said Eddie Murphy Raw might be the hardest I've ever laughed at any comedy special. Okay. And Chris Rowland said Red Fox, Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Patrice O'Neal, and honorable mention Kevin Hart. Yes. Okay. Earthquake is yeah. Okay. All right. Anybody watch Cat Williams' new special? I didn't watch it yet. So, yeah. I've heard about it. Heard it's pretty good. Ooh, this little nose is just running. Ugh. Sorry, guys. My bad. Hold on one second. Somebody said, can you tell me what it is about JB Smooth? Because I never really thought he was funny, but I see every comedian rave about him. He's just, when JB Smooth hits the stage, it's like he puts you on this ride going 90, like 100 miles an hour, and he never takes his foot off the gas. Tony Roberts is like that, like a lot like that. Like those are two comedians to where they're just both so funny, and it's just rapid fire. It's just pow, 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 pow. So, just Incredible said, Cat Williams' Pimp Chronicles had me in tears. You know, that was one of the specials that really inspired me to do stand-up too, because it came out around 05, 06. That's where I started doing comedy. I remember I was watching it like, this nigga is just on another level. It was fire. So, okay, is there any more? Let me see. Let me go over here to Insta to see if there were. Ooh, somebody said current comedian. Okay. Y'all gonna make me do this? Current comedian. All right, I'll do it. I ain't got no problem giving out love. Let me. So current comedian. So we're not gonna go with the big names. Okay. Let me write mine down. Let me see. So now current comedians. Okay. All right. Let me see. Ooh, this is hard. All right. Let me think. Like that's one off the rip. Okay, that's another one. Oh, okay, I got two of them. This is gonna be okay. All right, and who's my fourth one? Who's my guy? I got three. All right. Okay. In no particular order. These are my peers. These are people I've worked with. Now, mind you, before I give my list, there's a ton of honorable mentions. But since it's a morning show I don't have a ton of time to do this. So shoot it for the hip. Okay, so there's a ton of people I can name that aren't on this list. Okay, I love everybody in my class. I feel like we got one hell of a class, one of the best classes ever. But if I had to put my 4 up there right now, at this moment, okay, here we go. Number 1, CP, comedian CP. He is just comedian CP. He's a different monster. Out of Detroit, he's been grinding for years, and just his wordplay, his cerebral takes, his voice, his timing, his presence. He's just So he's all that. Okay. Number 2, Precious Hall. This is in no particular order. Precious to me is just one of them ones. Like, I've seen her just kind of go up and just tear shit down. I work with her on a bunch of different stuff. I'm not giving her this just because we work together, but Precious is one of them ones. Like, it just naturally just gets up there, and just her voice is very unique to her. Her style is just, you know what I'm saying, her no holds bar shit. I love it. All right. This is no particular order. Number 3, Akash Singh. Akash, oh my God. Like, nigga, Akash. And I met Akash years back on Wildin' Out. So, good friend of mine. But just to see what he's done over the last couple of years, his crowd work, his Jesus, like Akash. And number 4 for me, Tony Baker. Tony Baker is a beast. Has always been a beast. Tony Baker is one of the only comedians that'll be able to go on stage. There's a bunch of comedians backstage. They'll start yelling out different jokes for him to do, and he can do it. So yeah, Tony Baker got to be on that list. And there's definitely that's my my Rushmore for people that are out now. CP, comedian CP, Precious Hall, Akash Singh, and Tony Baker. And like I said, there's a bunch of other people that I don't even want to start naming other people because I know I'll end up leaving people out. But just know there's a million other comedians in our class that are killing it. But if I had to throw a list up, that would be my list. They try to get me to do another Mount Rushmore. And non-black comedians like, I ain't doing all that. I made 2 Mount Rushmores. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Now, Mike Tyson. Hold on, let me see if anybody else got anything to say about my list. See if y'all talking shit about my list. Ooh, Chase Dub said Tony Baker, Carlos Miller, CP, and Teddy Ray. Not mad at that list. Carlos Miller is a monster. Teddy Ray, you already know that's family. That's one of my best friends. And he's that nigga on stage too. All right, let me see. Tia Williams says Tom Segura, John Mulaney, Cat Williams, Bert Kreischer. I'm black in culture, but when I talk about who makes me laugh until I cry, these are a few. Okay. Carlos Miller getting a lot of mentions on here. Carlos Miller's a beast. I got a Carlos Miller story I'll tell one day about when we was on the MTV bus our first season of Wildin' Out. When I tell you he roasted the whole staff because they hadn't given us our per diem checks yet. He roasted all of them like, why y'all acting like y'all don't see me? We need these checks. Oh, it was so funny. Shout out to him. So, all right. A said Tim Delgado's pretty funny. He is. I don't know that he does stand-up, though. Love CP, his new podcast, everything. Everything. Shout out to CP. He got a show coming out on HBO, too. Shout out to CP. One of the most humble dudes, too. Just Hummeline said, Earthquake has the best special since COVID hit. Not gonna lie, seen that special. Was it? All right, so let's move on. All right, because we still got other stuff to talk about. We 6'5". We don't want to. So, Mike Tyson addresses the JetBlue fight. He said, all right, here's what Mike Tyson said about the whole thing. Here we go. Hold on a second. So he finally breaks his silence. Hold on a second. Says Mike Tyson really broke his silence about his confrontation on a JetBlue flight with an out-of-control passenger, and one thing's clear, he's really pissed about what went down. Okay. Okay, what the hell? Hold on, I'm trying to pull up the link because it's taking super long. All right. Make sure y'all smash that like button for me. Oh, let me try this again. Hold on a second. Here we go. This is what, let me hit the play button. Woo! The stream is cutting out. Hold on one second. Uh-oh. It's something glitching. Hold on. Fix this. Hold on. Uh-oh. Y'all said y'all can't hear me? All right, let's get it fixed. Let's see if we... Oh, I got a lot of... Hold on. I'm trying to get it fixed. All right, can y'all hear me now? All right, now? I had a lot of windows on. I just tried to close them out. Am I cool? All right. Let me know if y'all cool in YouTube. You can see, you can't hear. A's, go out and come back in. People that say if they close it and then come back in, they're good. Do that for me. Hey, we got 48 people in the Instagram. So a bunch of people's hopping out in the YouTube. Hopefully they're coming back in. Let's see what happens. All right, we back good? Okay. You back? It's good now? Okay, cool. All right, we back. We good. Okay. All right, let me try to pull this up one more time. Hopefully this doesn't give us issues. Hold on. Okay, you guys are good now? All right. Okay. All right, let me just read this because basically, okay. Okay, so basically Mike said, the dude was effing with me. Hold on. I don't know why that's doing that. Wait. Okay. Okay. So basically Mike said, I can't play the audio because my audio is tripping. So basically he was effing with me. Okay. He was basically pissing me off. He was being a jerk. I shouldn't have to, be subject to deal with this. Okay, what happened? Hold on. What happened in YouTube? We got 19 people. What happened? We just had 50. Hold on. Nobody just lose half the stream. Now it's 14. What's going on? 13? Okay, we're gonna let everybody come back in first. Sheesh. I think it was every time I tried to use that link that I had. Let me just go out of that link. They leave it to reset. Okay. King David said, I think it was your channel messing up. Okay. Yeah, now everybody over here, they said YouTube messing up. Okay, well, we got 75 people over here. Okay, well, let's just talk about it. All right, so Mike Tyson talked about that. He was like, yeah, dude was pissing me off. It was some bullshit. My biggest question was, first of all, I don't care what year it is, what you think you have going on in your life. Is it ever a good idea to mess with Mike Tyson? Like when is that ever like, and I get it because people look at Mike, oh, you know what I'm saying? He cool now, he's smoking weed, he got a podcast. Nigga, that's still Mike though. I was in the boxing ring fighting, and then when shit went left, nigga, he had just his fist, and the police, it was like 30 police in the damn boxing ring. Nigga, he was out spitting on cops. That's the Mike I remember. Don't ever get it confused. And then I think the bigger question that nobody was really asking is, and I mean this with no disrespect, Mr. Tyson, what the fuck was Mike Tyson doing on a JetBlue flight? Is back worth to like upworth to like 100, 200 million. He getting big bread. I ain't saying you got to charter a private jet, but JetBlue and in just regular coach, nothing wrong with it. Listen, save your money. I'm good with it. But I think you are going to deal with some riffraff if you're somebody of that caliber. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Everybody left the YouTube. Is it bad? Are we back cool over here? Can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? But what the fuck was Mike Tyson doing on a JetBlue flight? And what else did we think was going to happen? It's JetBlue. All right. They say they can see and hear me fine. All right. I don't know how we lost everybody, but we got 12 people over here now, 53 over here. It's still glitchy? Y'all can hear and see me over here. Sound is good over here. It's fine. All right, cool. We're going to have to circumvent this moving forward. It's working. It's glitchy. DB said y'all got to get new phones. All right, so yeah, that was the thing about Mike Tyson. I think people don't need to, because this is the second time he's done with this. Like, he's dealt with this. Something happened on when he went to a comedy show. It's going in and out from time to time. What do y'all want me to do? King David, go out and come back in. Damn, because I don't want to start it over because I'll have 2 videos up for this morning. Tessa said maybe he had to get somewhere last minute and that's all that was available. Could be. You know what's going to happen on these JetBlue flights, Mike. So moving forward, let's get Mike off of JetBlue. All right, we're almost to the first hour. Let's just kind of let these technical difficulties kind of flush out. I know there's a bunch of people going in and coming out, but nigga, we had like 50 people in the YouTube. We got 21 now. I need y'all back up in this. Here we go. We got 26 now. Come on, pile back up in here. Pile back up in here for your boy. Yeah. We still got some things on the let's get Mike Tyson off JetBlue. Let's get Mike Tyson the hell off of JetBlue. You understand me? All right, what we got next? This is what the title is. Okay, here we go. Let's talk about this. I put this as the title, and I got to know what you guys think about this. Okay, Walmart is getting ready for the Juneteenth, with the release of their new ice cream. Yeah, folks. Yep, folks are taking on wait. Okay. Yep, folks are talking on social media after shoppers noticed the Celebration Edition ice cream on shelves. The swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored ice cream is in a yellow, green, and red container and features black hands high-fiving each other. The frozen treat is making its rounds as people discuss the commercialization of Juneteenth in African American culture. I told you last year that President Biden federalized Juneteenth so they could weaken it, exploit it, commercialize it, and ultimately destroy its relevance, Dr. Umar said in a recent post. For the first time in history, most Juneteenth celebrations throughout the country are being financed by white corporations. What do you guys think? So it's a lot to unpack here. I'm going to read this one more time so we can talk about it. Hold on one second. If you blow my nose, it's tickling. Sorry about this, guy, but I couldn't call in. I'm gonna read this one more time. Walmart is getting ready for Juneteenth with the release of their new ice cream. Yep, folks are talking on social media after shoppers noticed the celebration edition ice cream on the shelves. The swirled red velvet and cheesecake flavored ice cream is in a yellow, green, and red container, and it features black hands high-fiving each other. All right. How do we feel about that? First of all, how do we feel about Walmart? Who gave Walmart? I don't like that thing. Who gave Walmart the authorization to make a Juneteenth flavor ice cream? Let's start there. Like, Juneteenth is some serious stuff. It's a you know what I'm saying? It's a beloved holiday in the Black community. Well, I don't want to say holiday. I don't really be knowing about stuff. Like, I know what Juneteenth is. I know it's a celebration. Let me look up Juneteenth. Hold on. Let me just know exactly. Hold on one second. Just so everybody in here knows what Juneteenth is. Juneteenth is a holiday. Juneteenth is a holiday celebrated on the 19th of June to commemorate the emancipation of enslaved people in the U.S. The holiday was first celebrated in Texas, where on that date in 1865, in the aftermath of the Civil War, slaves were declared free under the terms of the 1862 Emancipation Proclamation. Okay, so that's what it is. It's a very, very important date in Black history that is celebrated. We're celebrating our freedom. So, who gave Walmart the right to say, y'all can do this? Like, who did that? You see what I'm saying? Like, who? Okay, so let's just talk about that. Jay They Love says they love making money off us. Facts. Gail Willis said, did y'all notice Walmart had the nerve to trademark Juneteenth? They trademarked it? Even Still Dream says the flavor sounds good, but this is the American way. SMH capitalism. Okay. Musha the Third said blacks are the biggest consumers. They just doing business. Colin Oates, motherfuckers will do everything but give out some reparations. These are facts. Just humbling. All holidays are monetized. Look at St. Patrick's Day. People dressing up like leprechauns. Okay. A said it doesn't seem like something Walmart is equipped to do properly. I'm not offended. I'm just like, why? Okay. My thing is, I do feel like black people are always getting profited off of. And who said that we wanted a flavor of ice cream? Secondly, who told y'all that was the flavor we wanted? Now, after I let my anger dissipate, I can say, nigga, it sounds delicious. Listen, red velvet cake and cheesecake? I'm a fat nigga. Oh, what? That sounds amazing, but that does not take away from the taste of disappointment that I'm having that you guys even thought. And who did y'all consult for this? Because it was wildly on par with what a lot of niggas would like. I want to be mad, but my fat boy tendencies are like, Nick, red velvet, cheesecake together? What? My taste buds was in my head like, nigga, fuck all that woke shit. After I log off of this, I'm headed to Walmart to go get 2 and 3 gallons. Because nigga, but you will know that the woke part of me don't want to do this. The fat part of me is absolutely going to go do this. But to hell with you for doing it. To hell with you. I can't not do it though. DB says it's going to be 500 calories a serving. They're going to try to kill niggas. You going to try to get niggas the sugar? Nah, man. We got 141 people on the Instagram. Bam, 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 bam. 41 people in the YouTube. Bam, 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 bam. Somebody said, you know they surveyed some black people and offered them a $10 gift card. Probably. A said, you're stronger than that, though. You're giving me too much credit, kind sir. Said I'm stronger than that. Who the fuck told you that? Nigga. What are we supposed to do with that, man? Like, they put us in just, like, I want to go against this, but I'm like, I'll be like, hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't go. Don't what's that in your bag? Mind your business. Mind your business. Hell no, we won't go. Hell no, we won't. Flannel Jenkins came in there and said, what's up with the combo? We talking about Walmart commercializing Juneteenth and coming out with a flavored ice cream. And the flavored ice cream for Juneteenth, and what they think of black people is that we love red velvet and cheesecake mixed together. And I'm here to tell them, nigga, you're right. But how dare you make money on, nigga, give us some of the money on this. Huh? The hell we gonna do? And you know niggas ain't gonna be able to say no. Did y'all know that red velvet ain't even cake? It ain't even red, a cake. It's really just chocolate. Sick of that shit. A said, also, I'm a lady. My bad. My bad. I don't know why I thought A's just sounded like a cool rap name for a guy. I'm sorry. My bad. Maybe I'm saying it right. Is it Aze? My bad. Musha said, I got more dignity for my people. Don't buy nothing they got for us. You right. And I'm glad you got that dignity. Me, on the other hand. The sound keeps cutting out. Go out and come back in. I am Chris Rowland said Juneteenth ice cream should taste like a whip, some sweat, barbecue, and the strength of our ancestors. How do you encapsulate the taste of that? Like, yeah, man, what did it taste like when slaves didn't have to be slaves no more? Cheesecake and red velvet cake. The combo you never knew you needed. What flavor would I prefer it to be? There we go. Well, since getting out of slavery was such a rocky road, maybe we should go there. See what I did there? I don't know what flavor it should have been. I just don't know why they decided to make a Juneteenth flavored ice cream. That just seems like it makes no sense. Like, I just wish that I could be in the boardroom meeting when they say, you know what, guys, Walmart, we need to come together and show, we need to have something on the calendar for June. And I just feel like, was it a black guy in there that was like, yeah, man, we need to do something for Juneteenth, you heard? They're like, really, Terrell? Okay, what are you thinking? Ice cream. Okay. What? Like, did it come from a brother? I don't think so. I don't think that that's how it happened. I think it would happen, and it was probably a white guy. He was probably like, hey guys, we're gonna do something for for the culture, and we're gonna celebrate Juneteenth. Okay, and not only are we gonna do that, we're gonna show our appreciation for the culture, and we're gonna have a Juneteenth flavor ice cream. We know what you all like. We know what you guys like. What you mean, you guys, sir? Sorry, didn't mean it like that. Our our research has let us know that we sell tons of red velvet cake and cheesecake to African Americans. So it would only be right to combine these two mega forces of deliciousness, and we drop in the Juneteenth flavor. And then they made the carton red, black, and green, and had two black hands high fiving like, yeah, nigga. Like, I just want to know whose idea this was. Whose idea? Hold on, man. Let me go back up here. Somebody said lactose free, because most niggas got that lactose. We can't eat this shit. What the hell we finna do? You finna make some ice cream that niggas can't eat? But I do want to eat it. Nigga, red velvet and cheesecake, it's gonna have cheesecake crumbles. Nigga, if they put cheesecake crumbles in it, fuck it. Do whatever you want to do. If it's cheesecake crumbles in this ice cream, I'm siding with Walmart. You understand me? Hold on a second. It's a bunch. I haven't even been paying attention. Let me get some of the comments from Instagram. Hold on a second. Roseman said nothing is completely all color anymore. That's diverse. It's all mixed. There's no one race to blame for this. Okay, you're right. All right. I'm sure they have had black people put this product together. I mean, they were wildly on, Hold on one second. Somebody said butter pecan, hilarious. All right. Hold on, guys. I gotta blow my nose. Shit. Tia Williams said, I'm just glad they didn't go for watermelon flavor. Oh, niggas would have towed that motherfucker up. Niggas would have showed up. All right. If Walmart did it, the Dollar Tree gonna do it and have random Juneteenth and blazing knickknacks for $1.25. I want to talk about the dollar store in a minute. Let me write down the new dollar store. I got a bone to pick with the dollar store. We're gonna talk about that in a second. It was probably the white diversity manager idea. Hilarious. Y'all still giving a high five? It's like, who gives high fives? Niggas don't give high fives. If anything, niggas is dapping and snap. Niggas is still snapping at the end of the handshake. Niggas is not giving high fives. So it's just to see two black hands like, yeah. The messed up part is, whoever came up with this thought that this was just ingenious. They were like, yeah, and here's the case. You see the case is red, yellow, black, and green, and two black hands. They're like, but what's in there? Shit, red velvet and cheesecake, bringing it to the end. A says sweet potato peach cobbler. Am I the only person that I like peach cobbler, but I don't eat the peaches? I just eat the crust. Is it just me? Just me? I love peach cobbler. It'd be a pile of peaches on the side after I'm done though. Now, if they would have made ice cream with peach cobbler crumblets, oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody said baked mac and cheese flavor. You can't do that with ice cream. They have a macaroni and cheese flavor ice cream. I feel like they're doing too much with flavors. They have a flaming hot Cheeto Mountain Dew. Who wants to drink flaming hot chips? Salt. Like, at this point, enough with the flavor. Flaming hot. It's like, okay, I get it. It's good. Niggas like it. It's a little hot, tear up the stomach. I get it. But nigga, they got flaming hot mac and cheese now. They got a flaming hot Mountain Dew. I'm just like, nigga, the flame has burned out for me. See what I did. Okay, let me talk about this before we move on. When did the dollar store stop being the dollar store? I didn't know this until I went recently. You know what I'm saying? So, sometimes you be financially compromised. You're trying to stretch a dollar. So I go into the dollar store and nothing was the same. Hold on one second. Victoria, what up? Victoria says, sweet red peach and Inglewood makes their peach cobbler perfectly, mostly crust. Oh, I love it. Do you know how I know they're targeting younger audience? This ice cream, they didn't make the Juneteenth flavor sweet potato pie or pumpkin pie custard. Hilarious. Young niggas is into this other shit. This red velvet. All right, so the dollar store is not what it used to be. Actually, before we hop into that, let me make sure because I have some other talking points on Juneteenth. Hold on. Okay. Oops. Okay. I had two other questions about the Juneteenth ice cream. Should the culture be outraged? So should we, at the culture, black folks, should we be outraged by this? Not only because of one, who told you niggas this was the flavor that we wanted, and for two, we ain't getting no money off. Where the money going? Should we, the culture, be outraged by this? Like in kind of seriousness, I am a little offended by it, but I would try it. I just want to try because it's sad, not because I feel like, yeah, this is celebrating when we be slaves no more. No. But if they just would have said, hey, we got a new ice cream, it has red velvet, and then I'd be like, oh, that's fire. Now, is it cool that, there's a Juneteenth attached to it? Okay, cool. Will it hopefully bring awareness to more people? Cool, 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 cool. But I just want to taste how it tastes. But I don't feel the correlation between, you know what I'm saying? And lastly, it's the last question on this. Are you guys gonna try it? I get it. Y'all are mad. Listen, I'm not as woke as everybody else. Not as woke as everybody else. Right? Are you guys gonna try it? He said no outrage needed. We don't have to be mad about everything. Yeah. That's what I'm like. Like, bruh. Hold on one second. Oh shit. Hold on one second. Hold on. I just lost my docket. Okay, I got it back. Okay. So there we go. So we're good there. I'm trying it. I'm sorry. I'm nowhere near as woke as anybody thinks. Um, I do feel like we should have got some money from it. You know what I'm saying? I do feel like, hey, y'all always capitalizing off black stuff. Y'all could have gave us, you know what I'm saying, some money. Maybe gave the money to Black Lives Matter. You can't do that because apparently the people that are running Black Lives Matter are fucking off the segue straight into that. We're still gonna talk about the new Dollar Tree in a minute, and we'll get some fun out of that. But we have to talk about this. Now, I don't know why more people aren't talking about this. And A said, if you try and review it though, I'll go get it today and do a react to how it tastes. So I need to do a reaction video this week anyway. So I'll react to that. Let's talk about Black Lives Matter and where the money went. Where's the money? Where is the money going? Let me talk about this. I don't want to get too deep and I don't want to get all angry, but I do want to have the conversation about this. Okay. This is where I suffer sometimes in being on public platforms and being, I don't want to say openly ignorant, because it's not like I'm ignorant about stuff and I just choose where I don't know shit. But if I don't know something, I'm not afraid to say I don't know that. When it comes to politics, I'd be like, I like heard like a big ass argument yesterday about politics and Joe Biden and this and that. I was just like, yeah, kind of don't have, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. So that's that. So I try to stay out of conversations that kind of are above level of thinking, right? And then a lot of times when it comes to like the woke things that are happening, or things that somebody said once I started talking about Black Lives Matter, my connection messed up. Okay, we're gonna try to get through it. So when you have something like Black Lives Matter comes up, and then it's like, then money starts going there. Hold on one second. And then money starts going. Damn it. Hold on one second, y'all. Hold on, Instagram. Y'all still hear me? Now y'all can't hear me? Really? Let me make sure y'all can hear, because I don't want to be talking to myself. It's already tough enough talking to myself. Instagram, YouTube. Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear. Let me get a couple thumbs up, please. You can hear? Okay, cool. Okay, so let's talk about this. I want to pull up the article. Okay. But let me go back to, hold on one second. Hold on one second. Sorry about that. Can you guys still hear me over here? All right. Okay. All right, everybody can hear? It's glitching. It's clear now. Let me make sure before I start reading. Is this here? Hold on. I know you guys are clear over here. Can you guys hear over here? Sorry, I was getting a phone call from people who clearly don't watch my morning show. If you know me in real life, you know this is what I'm doing in the morning, guys. All right, so are we good? Let me know we're good over here. Am I frozen over here? Am I good over here? Is this the system trying to shut us down? All right, let's make sure we're good over here. Exit out, come back in, Ace. We good back over here? All right. Yeah? Not frozen. Okay, cool. Good over here. Good over here. All right, I'm going to read the article. Okay, here we go. All right, we good? All right, back to it. On a sunny day late last spring, 3 leaders of the Black Lives Matter movement, Patrisse Cullors and Melina Abdullah, sat around a table on the patio of an expensive house in Southern California. The women were recording a YouTube video to mark the first anniversary of George Floyd's murder, and they discussed their racial justice work and the difficulties they had faced over the year. For me, the hardest moments have been the right-wing media machine just leveraging literally all its weight against me, against our movement, against the BML organization. I'm some weeks out now from a lot of the noise, so I have more perspective, right? While I was in it, I was in survivor mode. She was referring to an April 2021 article in the New York Post that revealed her purchase of 4 homes for nearly $3 million. The disclosures had contributed to the idea that there's a disturbing gap between the fortunes of the movement's most visible activists across the country, and Cullors resigned as executive director of Black Lives Matter Global Network Foundation May 27th, within a few days of the patio chat. I think they've attempted to cancel us, but they have not been successful in canceling us, Abdullah said at another point in the conversation. They've attempted to say, and I'm just going to say it, she bought some damn houses, we're going to cancel her. Y'all don't know shit about what it takes to live in a box here. None of the women acknowledge the house behind them. It's far from a box. With more than 6,500 square feet, more than half a dozen bedrooms and bathrooms, several fireplaces, a soundstage, a pool and a bungalow, and parking for more than 20 cars, according to real estate listings. The California property was purchased for nearly $6 million cash in October. In October 2020, with money that donated to the Black Lives Matter $6 million house. It's a bunch of other stuff here. See, this is what I be talking about, bro. This is what I be talking about. And see, this is why, I don't like, a lot of times when things happen in the world, you know what I mean, and it be against Black people, a lot of the times I don't be knowing how to effectively help the issue. So a lot of times, like, I don't know, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I would love to use my platform for bigger things, to bring awareness to certain things, but I don't always know. And like, personally, like, when everybody's out marching and stuff, I don't be like against it. I just be like, okay, I don't, in my mind, I'm never knocking anybody for doing it, but in my mind, I'm just like, okay, like, I don't want to like I've marched. I just haven't. Okay. But to what certain people can feel like they can do, certain people feel like, oh, there's a disparity going on. There's some things happening. Maybe what I can do to help is I can donate some money to help the cause. And then you have people that are in charge of the money, and there's no direction where it goes. And then you just find out that they spent $6 million on a house. How is that helping the Black Lives Movement? Like, I don't. So it's like, I'm not, like, I would at least respect people that are like me. Like, if there's a problem and you can't fix it, okay, that's one thing. And it's another thing if you say, hey, I can't do that. But to be in the forefront of something, to be an executive of a movement and then misappropriate the funds. It just, I don't get that, and I don't understand why more attention isn't being paid to this. You see what I'm saying? I don't know why more isn't being said about this. Like, so all the 6 million ain't no chump change, and you just took the money and bought a house. Fuck that, a big ass house. So now when people say Black Lives Matter, I feel like that's just staying now. And then how does that make us look like black people if for the last couple of years we have this movement and we're like Black Lives Matter and we deserve representation and reparations and we don't deserve to have these terrible things happen to our men and our women in our communities and we don't deserve to be gunned down by police officers and we're raising funds to make a change and make a difference, and then the black people that are in charge of this shit or whoever's in charge of it spend the money and buy a fucking house for themselves. Fuck. That shit makes me mad, bro. Like, and then just think about it from the outside looking in. For the non-black people that look at, they be like, see, look. It's like, damn. The house is supposed to be a safe haven for black activists. Hey, look. You don't need no damn man, a $6 million house for that. I don't understand when things happen. Like even when Colin Kaepernick was you know what I mean, kneeling and everybody was up in arms about it, but then nobody talked about the fact that the NFL went and cut him a check. Just I don't know, to like just settled with him, gave him a bunch of money. So I'm just like hating on Colin Kaepernick, but it's just like, and I understand like he had to get paid, but it's just like, what if these things are helping move the plight of black people forward? I don't know about, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I don't got the edge. I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to gather up enough information so I could be somebody. King David said, so wait, you'll eat the Juneteenth ice cream from Walmart but outrage at BLM? Yes, because at least with the ice cream that I'm eating, it's a fun flavor. I like it. It's cool. Do I agree with how they're marketing it? No. Do I feel like it's whack? Oh, probably. Yes. But I hold the individuals that are making money, that are raising money for Black Lives. You misappropriate. Am I a hypocrite for that? As I was saying it, I was like, though, something in my mind was like, maybe, should I be offended by both? No, I'm not. I'm way more offended about the Black Lives Matter thing because it's more serious. Now, somebody coming out with a Juneteenth flavor ice cream, maybe that's just a bad marketing ploy. Okay. But Black Lives Matter is supposed to stand for something way bigger. King David says, so wait, you'll eat the Juneteenth ice cream? Okay. It's basically the same thing. They're both making money off the trauma of black people. All right, King David, maybe there's something to what you're saying. Barry Brewer, what up, my boy? We're talking about Black Lives Matter misappropriating funds. Apparently, the founders never spent $6 million on the house. Okay, 79B said the BLM movement is still legit and necessary. The people currently in charge are not. How is it still legit and necessary if the people that are doing it spent $6 million on a house for them cash? $6 million cash? Come on, man. Chase Dub said I feel the same about passion. We don't be knowing where the money going. Now listen, the Juneteenth flavor ice cream, that was a fun thing to talk about. You know, it's a red flavor, red velvet cake and cheesecake mix. Okay. But I mean, getting donations for people, that's a little bit more serious. We can have some fun with the Juneteenth flavor ice cream. You know what I'm saying? We can laugh at that. Well, no, can we? Because that is Walmart taking Juneteenth, something very important from black people, and profiting off of it. Why is black trauma always profited on? King David called me on my shit. He said, "No, it's black trauma. It's people profiting off black trauma." I guess it hurts more when it's black people profiting off of it. That's really what I'm saying. Black Lives Matter should be a space where they're not. You know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be. I don't care what nobody said. They say like we should have an itemized list. I don't need no itemized list. All I need to know is they didn't need to buy no $6 million house. I don't know everything. I'm not no smart ass woke ass nigga. But why are y'all spending $6 million? They buying cars and shit. There's even more to it. I think if I go deeper into it, one of the ladies was spending money like, hold on one second. Hold on. There's a lot more that goes into it. Hold on. So Black Lives Matters leader became you. Okay, hold on one second. So they got a pool at the house, like, and then they paying people. This is a lot. Yeah, money's not going where it's supposed to be. And I just feel like that's sad. That's okay, Victoria, thank you. She paid her baby daddy, her brother, to clean the pool in the $6 million house. 79B says, because the movement's for the betterment of our people, that doesn't change. We can change the people in charge. But nigga, the $6 million already gone. 6 million is gone. Nigga, that ain't no chump change. And this is like something that, nah, bruh. And listen, I'ma say this. This might look at me crazy, but I'ma say this. Paid them 800,000. Okay, maybe I need to go more into this. To this freaking what? And they was making a lot of money. They had took in 90 million and 20 million and still had 60 million on hand. Hold on. What's this? Okay, so here we go. Tory Russell, a prominent activist in Ferguson, Missouri, said that he felt depressed when he learned about the California property. It's a waste of resources, he said. While Black Lives Matter at the national level, he's seen local activists fall into poverty and become homeless. Last year, Russell put out a video with Michael Brown Sr., whose son was killed by a police officer in August 2014, demanding money from the Black Lives Matter movement to help people living in Ferguson since he's been struggling to raise 1.2 million for a community center. They shouldn't be walking around no black people, no black communities. He said the organization's leader. They should be somewhere in shame. Damn. So you can't give out $1.2 million for a community center, but you can spend $6 million on a house. She paid her baby daddy $800,000 for security services. Jay said, all this is why I don't do charities, because where does the money really go? And it makes us feel as people, when you see shit going on in the world and you want to do something to help, it makes us feel because you know where the money's going. Damn, this is a bad look. And we got to start holding black people accountable. I heard that Candace Owens, and I'm by no means a Candace Owens supporter, I heard she was really pressing her about it, had her hanging up. Let me see. I do want to see if I can maybe pull up that video. Hold on a second. I heard about that video. If it's not too long, maybe I can pull it up real quick. They said, oops. They said she was on her bumper. Hold on one second. Oh, she visited the mansion? Also, Candace Owens was talking about this last year. Oh, apparently she released a video of the wow. She's at the house. Okay, yeah, these videos are a little long, so we ain't gonna run them. But yeah, man. So what do we do as a culture then? How do we even win when even our own people rob us? That's the part that I'm not even joking about. I won't I won't try to make light of. Like, who are we protected by as the culture of Black people? You start something like Black Lives Matter. It's self-explanatory, and it's so disgusting. Okay, I don't want to get too deep on this because I'm about to get mad. Hey, it's Happy Monday, Happy Monday, Happy Monday, Happy Monday. Hey, let's move on because I'm about to get mad. I don't want this to turn dark. And it's Monday morning. What do we got going this Monday morning? What is everybody going? We got about 30 minutes left. Before I get into that though, I wanted to say my frustration, because there is frustration that I have. Just Humbeline said, how did BLM rob Black people? We ain't giving no money to BLM because the money was supposed to be for Black people. And the Black people that are running it, they spending it on themselves. I mean, it's Black people, but it ain't the betterment of Black people as a whole. How you feel we not getting robbed? It's Black Lives Matter. Apparently, it ain't Black Lives Matter. It's her and her baby daddy's lives matter, and her and her people's lives matter, and her and the people she wanted to even $6 million cash. Nigga, they living the life off Black pain. Juneteenth is making money off Black pain. Chino says BLM is more for us than most of us people as a whole are either narcissistic and naturally selfish, meek, or selfless. There's layers and all. Been Crump ain't repping all them cases. Free 99 just saying. I don't know if I read that right. I just feel like it's wrong. I feel like it's not a good look. And I feel like somebody should be held accountable for that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not, and Black people should be outraged. And let's hold other Black people accountable. We can't always be against everybody else, but then when we do something, be like, oh, well, it's not that serious. Absolutely fucking is. Okay. We've talked about it ad nauseum. Wait, before we move forward, this is what I was trying to talk about earlier. When did the dollar store cease to stop being the dollar store? Let's have that quick question. Because I'm old enough to come from an era where I remember the 98-cent store. The 98-cent store. Then it went to 99. You know what I'm saying? So I remember when it was in the cents. And usually what you got when you went to the 98 or 99-cent store, you got some of the same things you could get, but maybe it was older. You was taking it to get a little bit, you know what I'm saying, expired, but you didn't care. You got it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they had some different off-brand brands that you had never heard of, but you'd be like, I could get it. You know what I'm saying? So it was cool. Now, I went to the dollar store. It was like, it said $1.25 and more. That's what it said. And you actually got to pay attention to what you're buying, because now it's like a regular grocery store. First of all, how you just go from $1 or $1.25? You can't just inflate your prices by 25% in one wallop. I don't care if it is just a quarter. It's 25% of what you're normally charging us, kind sir. Secondly, if it's and more, it ceases to be a dollar store, my D. You can't just do that. You can't just, hey, nigga, it ain't the dollar no more. It's $1.25. But peep this and more, my nigga. Like, it's just no. Like when did this become the lick? Like, they got chips up in there. They have the Doritos in there. They be like $3.50 for the bag. I'm like, nigga, this is the same round Smart and Final. Why don't I just go to Smart and Final or Ralph's? What is the look for me to go to the dollar store with these cheap ass carts and this other? Yes, you might as well call it the $3 store, maybe a dollar store. I see you, Just Mark. Nigga said today's price is not yesterday's price. It ain't $1 at all. These whole ass niggas there just acting like it ain't what it is. I'm like, bruh. What the hell? Rough Dog said, yeah, the sound is choppier than the water behind a motorboat. Come out, then come back in. Shit. Somebody said, I bought a balloon. It was $5. It was a big balloon, but I was like, dang, like that's what I'm talking about. What you mean, $1.25? And you better explain that and more type shit. I went up in there thinking I was going to spend about $11 from the stuff I had. It was like 19. I'm like, nigga. Oh, man. It's messed up, man. You can't trust nobody. It don't make no sense. Just humbling up in here. It ain't the dollar store no more, fam. It ain't the dollar store we grew up with. They say just name it the whatever store. You might spend whatever facts. Just call it the store. But you don't get to have the wherewithal to, like, you don't get to play it like that, y'all. You don't get to say this is a dollar store, but when you get up in there, it's anything but a dollar store. This is not a dollar store, no. It's not. Definitely had that on my chest. Yeah. Looking fresh. Well, thank you for drinking water. I'm definitely working out today. What's shaking? Showing love from the BK. What up? Brooklyn in here. Make sure you guys join the Discord. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on my YouTube page. A said, and they're giving you less product too. Like, that's the thing. You can get stuff from there, but it'd be smaller versions of it. So you're giving me less versions than the regular store, and you charge a regular price. To hell with you. Dollar store. To hell with you. Type shit these niggas is on. Where are we at though? We only got about 20 minutes left. Let me see if there's anything that popped up in the news cycle while we were starting before we get up out of here. What's everybody got going for today? Let me see. Anything happened in Twitter overnight before that I didn't check? Okay. Let's see. Am I still working out? Of course, I'm working out today. Johnny Depp and Amber Heard defamation trial enters 6th and final week. Yeah, I haven't been paying attention, but damn, they've been going back and forth. I pray I never get married and then it just has to end like that. All right, what is trending? Nothing's really trending. Okay. Today is World Turtle Day? Okay. That's the reason why niggas can't really drink out of straws, because of turtles. All right. Can you see some music? Absolutely. Have I had any other Mountain Dew flavors? No. The other painting behind me, my daughter, yes. For her 16th birthday, we had like a paint and sip apple juice for her party, and yeah, that was a picture. She was sitting there. People, I think she either painted it. I don't know. It came from the party though. I'm surrounded by nothing but my daughter's art. She also drew this. Shout out my kiddo. I love my baby. But yeah, it was from her paint and sip apple juice thing. I don't know if she painted it or I think she painted it of herself. I don't remember. Peace to the chat. Yeah. Blessings to y'all, and don't forget, we gotta, as a people, all get on similar wavelengths. And if we can't, it's saving the scrap. Facts. Anybody in here write music or poetry, want to collab? Flannel Jenkins, I'm gonna look into your email that you sent. I will. And why don't you join the Discord? Because everybody's in the Discord. All right. We got about 20 minutes. What y'all want to talk about for the last 20 minutes before we get out of here? How long do I plan on letting the beard grow? I'm not for sure. Okay. Why is I don't know why everybody's hold on, y'all. Hold on one second. Can y'all see me, Insta? Hold on one second. I'm probably gonna lose my sound now on Instagram. Hold on, Instagram. Hold on. What's for lunch? I don't know yet. Can y'all still hear me on Insta? Y'all want a freestyle? I might be able to get that for you. Sorry if the sound is going here. I don't know why everybody's calling me right now. It's very irritating though. Yeah, I know it's glitching because people are calling my phone and they know that I'm doing my show. Hold on. Hopefully this stops. Give me 1 second. The Twitch, yes, I'm trying to get that started this week. Jesus. It's glitching. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I still talk to Teddy Ray. Just talked to him the other day. Sorry if this is still twitching, you guys, on Instagram. Hold on a second. Fuck. Okay, there we go. It's still doing it. Yeah, it's glitching bad. It's clear on YouTube. You guys might have to go over to YouTube. Damn it. I'm so annoyed at this point now. Give me 1 second, YouTube. I'm trying to get this clear over on. Because if people trying to FaceTime me or call, the Discord link is in the community page over here, YouTube. Now my connection's unstable here. Okay, guys, hold on. All right, Instagram, I'm going to end it here because it's not going to stop glitching. Sorry about that, but thank you for tuning in. Okay. Jesus. Why is my phone still doing that? Okay. All right. All right. Okay, so that's that. 1 second. Okay. All right, guys. Sorry about that. I didn't like how that, but it's all good. We're going to go ahead and wrap up a little early. I do want to leave you guys with some positivity. Okay? Positivity. The positivity that I'm going to hit you guys with is you're at the beginning of your week. Whatever goals you got, whatever things you're trying to do in your life, you need to break them down into fractions of what you want to do. So whatever it is that you want to do, you got to break it down into fractions. It's going to take some time. And, it's probably going to take a lot of time if it's anything worth doing. Take your weeks and break them down into fractions. This is the beginning of your week. It's Monday. So now you got till Sunday to push towards everything you want. Don't take that for granted. Don't waste your days. Don't be non-productive. Get it going. Get it popping. Out the rip. Off the rip. This is how you started. How you start usually can predicate how you're going to finish. So I just cut off the IG because we're ending anyway. So I'm just giving y'all some good game. Attack your week. Attack your week with some pressure. Attack your week with some intensity, and make it happen. So it's Monday. Get it going. I think we definitely had a good episode today, and we're gonna have a good episode tomorrow. I'm gonna be back in the morning. We're gonna cut off a little bit early. I'm gonna go ahead and get my day started. But I love you all. Thank you for being out here and riding with the morning cup of dough morning show. And I will be tapped in with you guys tomorrow. Peace. Get with me tomorrow. All right.